Hello, 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 and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're getting back into this thing we run. We're gonna do some stuff. Do I have any things? I could have my empathy so I could talk to a man, but I don't know if I really need to. Look at Lieutenant Kitsuragi zoom. He's zooming in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Check the trap over here. There it is.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete. Locusts are crawling around in the trap.
Big surprise. Anyway, one down, 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense, just...
What do we got here? 50 cent. What do we got in here? More than 50 cent? Yeah, we made money. We made money. Ooh, we made money. My dude, we made money. My guy, we made Is that guy laying inside of a pipe? What the hell? That's a little bit weird. I would be scared that thing's gonna fall apart and crush me. Alright, let's talk to the matron of this town. Now let's check the traps. I think it's like over here. Heck, what's that?
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the... This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any...
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Okay. You just too much. Whoa, catch these hands. box? What's in the box? Ooh, it's a shirt. Give me some rhetoric. I'll lack some empathy, which I kind of don't want to do a double empathy minus. Drop my empathy below 4.
This trap's not. The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
You getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
Kim. It's good for you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, it's over here. I was like, why can't I find this thing?
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
It's empty. Morel didn't leave it empty.
Your voice echoes on the coast.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Actually, I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
You're right, but they still need to know.
Okay, but after that we get back to our own assignments. There is no justification for this detour at this point of our investigation.
Point is, we get to know the townsfolk and they get to like us, and therefore we establish a relationship, and then they want us to come back and help police the area. You understand that, Kim? You understand that? So, like, community policing can...
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her. It's great to see you again, officer.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. Why did I read that? You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
What happened?
I looked up, and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossible.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
Yeah, it's so open now, man.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing under trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
That's not ideal, but the empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow.
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and...
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it?
Thank you, it's an honor.
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it?
Okay,
The
go
lieutenant looks...
I didn't mean to be a dick. I thought that was just like the. Three. One of my visual calculus. Sure, it'll help. Eh. Okay, who called the victim set 2, so determine where the shot came from. Titus doesn't believe who made the call, reported a crime, drink karaoke. Go get Isobel. Oh wait. Oh dang it.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
Then if you can't see, then how did you know I was here?
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I'm not really interested in town drunks, but thanks.
What are you interested in then?
Alright, there's another topic I'd like
She
to
nods,
address.
rinsing another piece of cloth.
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on, you're just giving
No
it to
one
me?
is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only: drinking.
What's further down the
Not
coast?
much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place...
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else
Of
to know?
note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
That's it? There's gotta be more along
What?
the coast.
You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Nothing is impossible, surely.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everett wants to turn part of the village into a youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
I'll go ask her first then.
Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
Goodbye. I'm off. Honestly, I don't think I need. Well, this is gonna be the end, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Oh yeah, remember to like and subscribe.